Yo, what's up everybody, Holding Eyes with you here, bringing you Black Clover anime review. This was episode 89, titled The Black Bull's Hideout. This was a very interesting episode. We get to shift over to what the Black Bulls are doing, as the title states. We don't really get to see Asta and his group and the other Royal Knights. But just to let you know, this is a canon episode completely. It's not filler. Kind of when we switch from one place to another, people are like, oh, this is going to get boring and this is not canon. No. What we're seeing in these episodes are actually all canon. And very interesting at that. But the episode starts off with Yami, Vanessa, and Magna. All three of them are leaving. Yami's leaving because he has a letter from William stating, I want to apologize to you. Come meet me somewhere. Which is very suspicious. Like, if you wanted to apologize for language, what he did to one of, Yami's captain, who you found as a friend / rival, shouldn't you be the one to make the initiative and come over here? Why you summon him to you? That doesn't really make sense. William, there's been some shady stuff with him in the past recently, so even though it's been clear that he's not the traitor, but there's still something off about him that it's like, can't put my finger on it. But yeah, Yami's leaving for that. Vanessa's leaving because she wants to check up on Finval, which she's been checking on him, I think, every day or every other day. So I like how they keep pushing the fact that she cares for Finval. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to foreshadow something in the future between her and Finval. I'm not sure. Would I like that? I wouldn't mind, because I like Finval and I like Vanessa, so. But that's just me. And then Magna, he's leaving because he wants to train and get stronger. So those three leave, and we have Gordon, Gray, and Grush in the house, and they're there, and Grush is making the statue of his sister. Okay, he got into dolls recently, so he's sculpturing a doll for his sister, a doll of his sister to worship supposedly. But Gray and Gordon in there, and they don't know what to say to him because they want to talk to him, but it's like at the same time they don't really have much interactions with people, so it's hard for them to talk to people. So Grush was getting kind of like annoyed at first. He was getting kind of disgusted, but then later on he got annoyed, and he was like, "Yo, you're bothering me." He was like, "Yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. Where's the bathroom at?" And Gordon told him where the bathroom was at. And then Grush said something very interesting. He was like, "Since you've been here longer than me, Gordon, how come this house every day, the rooms and the hallways always switches up? I heard it was enchanted by magic, but what's the reason for it?" He was like, "I don't know. It's been like this before I got here." And then Grush replied something more interesting, stated that supposedly Vanessa and Chermy, she also left. I forgot to mention that she left the kind of like ingredients. Chermy and Vanessa stated in the past that supposedly the Black Bull hideout has a ghost. So that's interesting. I'm not sure if it's like a ghost and like a real ghost, or maybe it's some type of like spirit animal that protects the Black Bulls. Who knows? We do know Yami has a basement full of monsters that Asta's forced to clean and take care of, even though they're Yami's pets. So it's weird, but. And then as he states this, he was like, yeah, ghost, whatever. And Gray is getting freaked out because she's like, what, ghost? We have ghosts here? And the instant she says that, something taps on the window. When she looks, it's a zombie. And then the Black Bull's door gets knocked down and a whole bunch of zombies come in. And they're like, what the heck? We're being attacked. And one of the zombies that came in actually flipped the table, which had the sculpture of Miria on it, his sister, and he got real upset. And he started like summoning all these mirrors to take him out. And we get to see where this is coming from. We get to see the three old enemies that we've seen before. Ratos, Sally, and I believe his name is Raid, or Reyes. The dude with the zombie magic. We get to see those three again. And they came here to the Black Bull hideouts to actually get Asta. That was an order from Lynch, but when they got here, there's only these three people. But they did also state that Lynch told them whatever they do, they are not allowed to kill Grush, which is very interesting. That Grush wants him alive, because if you remember when they fought, Grush, Captain Yami, and Asta fought Lynch before, he took on that mirror attack from Grush, and supposedly he took it on because he didn't want to avoid it and damage them, because supposedly he didn't want to hurt Grush. So he allowed them to hit him so he won't be able to retaliate. Which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. But it does state that somehow Grush is related to Lynch. We don't know in which way. They could be blood related, He could be a friend of a family member that was friends with, their family. I mean, it could be anything like that. Who knows? Lynch could probably be like an uncle from one of their relatives that died, because their mom and dad died young, so maybe he's like related to one of them. Even though he's an elf, but it could be possible that one of his parents was maybe a half elf and that person was related to Lynch. We don't know the full story yet of these characters, so that's been like the build up of the hype, trying to figure out who's connected to who and why they know who. But as I go on, we get to see some new spells from them, and they start putting in work against these guys. Gordon, he starts it off, and he made like this 3 wolves made of this high-level poison curse magic to attack a super zombie that Sally made. So Sally was like, okay, since you use poison and my poison is stronger than yours, I'm going to attack with my salamander. Unfortunately, Grace stepped in and she used her new spell, which her new spell switches the context of your spell. So let's say you shoot off a fire spell, she can switch the context to it and she can make it another element. So she made her poison jellyfish into an ice crystal. And then Groosh, his magic, which is like crystal magic, was able to actually work now finally against her. And he was able to attack her. And it looked like they were winning until Reyes stepped in and he made it like the super zombie. I believe his name was Mike or Caesar, something like that. Or Michelle Caesar. But basically it was 2 ex-captains that he killed. And thanks to black magic and legal accessories, he was able to fuse the body of these 2 captains and make this one super soldier, captain level zombie that has not 1 but 2 elements, water and I believe thorn magic. And he was dominating them after that. And after they got knocked down and beat up, they remade more zombies to go in the house and destroy them, whatever. And then Ratos decided, since they down and out, I'm gonna go sneak in. And when he's sneaking in, we got flashbacks of Groosh and the others, memory. And Groosh was like, I have more people now because Maria to protect. I can't start slacking. And Gordon was like, in my past, I wasn't able to make friends because everybody knew I came from a cursed family that's to do with curse and poison magic. And I was rejected and not allowed to have friends. But thanks to Captain Yami, I have friends now. And when it comes to Grace, she had a similar backstory. She was very, very shy, so she really couldn't talk to people, and she didn't have much friends. But because Captain Yami was the first one to make that initiative and open up to them, and he brought them in, they feel like this is now their new family and slash home, and they have to protect it. So they got back up to fight, and Rados summoned, still has a summon in there, so he went to attack. And this is when something very interesting happened. It was the last part of the scene of the episode, but it was very awesome. An emergency signal in the house stated, emergency, emergency, an enemy has infiltrated the base. And the Black Bull base started to like shift, like the rooms and stuff. And Ratos, who was in one of the hallways, actually got pushed from a hallway to a room through outside of windows, and he got pushed out. And the house is reconstructing itself. And I guess the zombies that were in the house got pushed out as well. We didn't get to see that part, but we have to imagine it. And after all this commotion happened and Rados got pushed out, one of the rooms on the top of the building opened up, and this guy with long blue hair, who we can't really see the top part of his face because of his hair, he comes out and he was like, yo, what are y'all doing? But he speaks very, very, like, slow, and, like, his words are wide apart. Like, there's, like, 5 seconds between every time he says something. So it's kind of weird, but that's how the episode ended, with him coming out saying, what y'all doing? And I'm so happy he came out, because Luck was my favorite Black Bull members for a very long time until we meet this character. And I really, really do enjoy this character a lot. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all any spoilers because, of course, I'm a manga reader as well. But all I have to say is that out of all the people with broken magic and abilities in Black Clover, he's definitely in top 5. This dude right here that we're about to meet, he's definitely one of those top ranking people. Even though they call him the ghost of the Black Bulls. But yeah, he's an awesome character, and I can't wait for next week when we get more of him and his real introduction and who he really is. But this was a really great episode. Again, this may feel non-canon, but this is actually all canon episode. This is happening in the manga as well. So And the guy we're about to meet, like I said, he's one of the top 5 most brokenest characters so far in Black Clover. Very awesome character. I like him a lot. He was actually my new favorite Black Boy, so I can't wait when they introduce him next week and the havoc that's going to be a rain upon everybody when he get introduced. But that's all I have for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Give this video a like. Follow me on Twitter, link me down below. Please make sure to hit the notification bell because YouTube is real iffy. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. But that's all I have for you guys. Like, comment, tell me down below your opinions, and that's all I have for you. Peace out, have a good one.